guys, it is Jack, back up in this bitch with 10 Videos Fitness. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the Jason fucking Blaha ordeal. Okay, there's trolling that's been going down on his site, and all of this thing to do with the fake mercenary accusations. And I kind of made a video about this before the whole, stolen valor and veteran thing got involved, and I was putting off talking about it again. But I've just got done watching this shit show of a video from CopperTopp22. Right, which I'll talk about in a minute, and I just gotta say, I can't fucking believe, okay, if this video is as fake as I think it is, I can't believe Jason Blaha has fallen this far, okay, and his once well-respected channel has sunk to these fucking levels. Because this video, what essentially is, for the unaware, if you haven't watched it, I will link it in the description, is a guy coming out and essentially corroborating Jason's story that he was once a mercenary, okay, that he was once a contracted guy who went out and killed armed men for money and cash prizes or whatever. He's essentially corroborating this story, and he told some John Rambo-esque fucking story of an escapade involving him and Jason in another country, right? Analysing it, it's hard not to come to the conclusion that you'd expect. I mean, there's a whole host of reasons that I'm not going to get into involving, the forced timestamp on the video to make it look official and military, the way that the guns on the wall look like Jason's actual fucking guns he has in his videos, and, you could go on from there, but it's just, as well as the fact that it's so fucking far-fetched and just absurd, it's hard to believe this isn't a Jason Blaha production to some extent. Which, like I said, is just absolutely crazy, okay? If that's the case, which looks to be the fucking case, then this is got to be one of the most cringe-worthy and pathetic things that I've ever witnessed on this site. Okay, one of the worst things I've seen on YouTube, because this is just absurd, doing this kind of thing to try and validate yourself. It is just so pathetic and weird, but, like, just give it up, dude, no one fucking believes it. Anyway, all that aside, I want to take things back to before this shit all started, because I'm going to play Jason's PR manager right now, okay? I'm going to give you some tips, Jason, you should listen up. Because there was a time when your channel and your name was very well respected in fitness, okay? Going back 2 or 3 years, back to the late Ice Cream Fitness, early Juggernaut Fitness TV days, okay? This was a time when Jason's channel was really well respected. People gave a lot of value to the things he said, and which was apparent by the amount that when Tiger Fitness took him on to be a writer, they offered him much more than any of the other writers, okay? His word was very highly valued, okay? Those were the heydays, he was calling people out, and he gained a lot of fans. I was one of these people, and he personally helped me through a lot, with the fact that I developed an eating disorder and anorexia because of the fake, false standards of the fitness community, and him being so real and exposing people, and, like I say, giving me realistic expectations, I came to be a big fan, as so did so many others. But there was an incident that changed all this, okay? That kind of all started to change when guns became involved, and I'll get into that in a minute, but I think it all really started from a time when he was living back in the UK, okay? This was before he even talked about guns or anything like that, because, as is obvious, there are no guns here in the UK, okay? Gun laws are really strict, most people don't have them. So, this was a time when he just talked about fitness, and like I say, he's very well respected, but he did have his critics. So one time when he was out, and he talked about this in a video on his tactical channel, he was out at a supermarket, a fan or hater recognised him, and they essentially stalked him, okay? They tried to follow him back to his house, and numerous other things went on. And that kind of led him to doubt his safety, okay? He got very worried after that. That kind of triggered him, I think. Because in the video himself, he said, this was the point when I adopted the tactical mindset. This was the point that I realised I needed to be armed and ready to defend myself at any fucking point. So shortly after that, he moved back to America and Texas, and he got all his guns back, okay? He got his guns, and that's when he started showing off in his videos and started doing the whole tactical thing. And this was the point, in my opinion, that stuff kind of went to shit, because having guns alone is not a problem, okay? If you want guns to defend yourself, that's okay. If you want to find a way to sneak them into your videos so people know you're armed, just to put it out there so people don't try to come and find you, that's okay as well. If you sneak it in a way that's not really too, like, in your face and kind of stupid. But he went full retard on this, okay, full potato. He came out holding the guns, making threats to people who had fitness beefs with him. Okay, this is when stuff started to go to shit, because you've got to understand, holding guns and threatening people, most people who are just interested in fitness and come here for your content are going to be fucking alienated by that shit. You stand out like wielding a gun, like threatening people. Most people, honestly, like here in the UK where there's no gun culture, I'm just gonna think that looks ridiculous, dude. People are gonna look at that and honestly, the only thing I see in that is, you know, school shooter vibes. Honestly, I see someone standing there with a gun, like threatening people to come within 21 feet and talking about how pissed off he is with people. That's all. Those are the vibes I get from that. It just looks fucking crazy to us. Okay, and I'm sure that's the way it looks to all the people who are anti-gun lobby or whatever in the US. So you're alienating a lot of people and it just looks fucking absurd. And don't get me wrong, I can understand why you do this, because as a YouTuber myself, you know, I get people talking shit to me all the time, okay? And the way I defended you before, I got people talking shit to me because of that. And honestly, that's what people say online. It is a worry what these people would do if they saw you in real life with all the crap they're talking to you. Okay, I understand that is a very real concern, and things like that have happened to YouTubers as well. So, especially with your experience you had before, I can understand you being a little bit scared, a little bit worried about that. So arming yourself is understandable, but at the same time, coming out like this online is just a stupid thing to do. Threatening people with weapons and stuff, you just, like I say, can alienate people. Because guns are very polarizing, people started to sway on their opinion of you. You became a bit less respected because of that. People started to think you're a bit crazy. But if you'd ended it there, then maybe it would have been okay. Okay, maybe. But what went on from here is just the most absurd thing, because you kept escalating it. You kept trying to build up this tough guy, don't fuck with me bravado. And then came the stories about your background. Okay, and this was the worst thing you could have fucking done. Okay, well, no, the CopperTopp video is the worst thing you could have done. But this was well on the way to fucking this shit up and getting people on your ass like they are now, because this shit is not believable. And it never fucking will be, you know, regardless of how many videos you make addressing the situation or trying to convince people, no matter how many supposed other, you know, past mercenary accounts pop up, backing you up and saying they recognize you from various battles. So what you need to do at this point, honestly, is just cut your losses, okay? You have two options, okay? You either take the L straight up, okay, and even if you were a mercenary, it doesn't, you know, if that shit turns out to be true, it doesn't matter because no one's going to believe it. So at this point, realistically, the best thing to do is either, like I say, you take the L, you come out and say, look guys, it's true, it's a load of shit, I'm very sorry that I lied to you. I did it because of these reasons. I was stalked back in the UK, other people have stalked me, that made me very worried. I felt the need to defend myself, and from there on in, I felt I needed to build up a story to scare people off from coming and attacking me in real life, okay? I wanted to stop people fucking with me. Which is ironic, because people who are actually most likely to confront you now are actually trained killers, right? Veterans who are pissed off that you're claiming to be something you're not. But either way, like I say, just take the L and say, I'm sorry, I was scared because people come and fuck with me in real life, okay? That's going to get people behind you, actually. People are going to respect you because of that, and you'll be held up as an example of how bad trolling can be, okay? And people will come to your aid and support you because of that. People say, okay, it was stupid of you, but I now have respect for you for admitting it. Okay, so the other option you have, and the one I think you probably should take, you know, knowing you and how proud you are, you're not going to admit the L, is that you just stop acknowledging all this mercenary shit, okay? Keep the gun shit to your tactical channel, stop threatening people, stop bringing guns into your videos, okay? And, you know, don't go threaten people on your tactical channel either, just keep guns and threatening people away from the fitness world, okay? Because people don't want to see that, it's fucking alienates them, like I said. So you just don't acknowledge the shit, don't provide any more ments for people to troll you over, because honestly, until the CopperTopp video popped up, the ments were dying, okay? That thread that of people hating you was slowing down. Your like ratio was creeping back up into the positive direction. Okay, people look bored if they have nothing to like take the piss of you about. So if you just make informative fitness content like the good old days, like you used to do, that made you popular and respected, you will eventually come back to that state. Over time, people will forget all that dumb shit you said. So, like I say, just drop all the gun shit. Drop all the threatening people, drop all the stories and crap about your background. Admit it or just don't talk about it again and let it fade. But, Jason, honestly, as a fan, even I can't defend you on this, okay? Even I can't sit back and say, oh, it's okay because of this, it's okay because of that. This is fucking stupid, it's making people hate you, okay? It's making people leave your channel. You're losing subs on a fucking daily basis. Like, it's absolutely crazy. You're losing more subs in a day than I'm gaining. But anyway, guys, that's really all I have to add on that. You know, that's all I have to say for now. So check out my sponsors, thealphacore.com, using the discount code JACK10 for money off on shirts like this one, as well as training services coming soon. and graphic design for your YouTube page. But again, thanks for watching, guys. I've been Jack pretending it's fitness. I'll see you all in the next one.